What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about plugin today. PLI for Mr. Big G himself. Looking at this thing on the weekly, you are bouncing off your 40 level. This is the bearish area of control, and bouncing off the 40 level is a very strong signal, generally a positive signal, especially when coming from the above side. If you're coming from the downside and you come up and you find support, it's definitely a strong signal as well. But this is a signal that could lead us to going higher, not going lower. Generally, whenever you break below your 50, you look to see the oversold zone, but with this kind of move, that might negate it. You might actually move up and see your overbought zone before ever going back down here. So that would just promote higher highs, higher lows. Nice little spike in volume right here. You haven't seen this kind of volume since this low over here. That could be telling. That could be very telling. Pairing that with this like kind of bullish area to bounce from a low to a high here. Look at that, man. Beautiful. You bounced right in your 618, 69 area, your like sweet spot, the golden zone itself. Very nice to see. Very, very nice to see. I wonder from this top to this bottom. Not really anything so far. You're just beginning, man. I mean, even with the move from last week, right? This is on a weekly basis. 13.9%. You're up about 5% now. It's still a good time to buy. I mean, not, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I definitely think that you're at a good time. If you wanted to get in, you're not too late at all for this thing. And you're just getting above your 618, yeah. Looks really good. Really, really good. I like the RSI on the weekly. On the daily, RSI looks constructive. You're not showing the strong readings that I'd like to see just yet, but that's okay. You look like you're working up toward it. It looks very constructive, so nice to see. Volume building, man. You are getting ready to break out one way or another. Hopefully it's to the upside, because if not, it's going to be to the downside. I think it's found its low. I really do think it's found its low. Let's look at the 4 hour too. Yeah, strong readings there. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to go? You're at your 618 area right now, right? From the bottom to top here. Generally, what I would look for from this kind of perspective would be a move back to the 382 at least. From there, you might come down to your 0.5. Maybe you come even back to your 618, and then from there you go up more. Kind of stair-step your way up. But you could break above your 382, find support on it, maybe even go all the way up to your 236, come back, find support on it, whatever, something like that, and then from there get ready to move out to new all-time highs with possible like checks along the way here and there. You definitely could, but all in all, nothing too detrimental that would prevent you from getting to new. I said new all-time highs. I meant new highs than this here. Ultimately, I do think this thing has the potential to go to new all-time highs. Let's see here, man. I don't know. Is this the one that it's first day? No, okay, so maybe not. Let's see. I'm just curious. If I do it from this high, that's not it. From this high to that low, not really any respect. So I'm not going to take that into account. I am going to use this high actually instead. Still doesn't look too respected, does it? Maybe let's just keep wiggling down and see. You're at your 61869, bouncing off your 236. Beautiful, man. Very beautiful. Yeah, that's the one we're going to use. Okay. And for anybody that doesn't understand, this isn't me like, I'm not doing this, right? Like if I'm over here where the candlesticks are not, I'm not moving this thing to be like, all right, let's put the red line right there. You know what? I don't like that. Let's put the yellow line right there. Like it's not like that, And yes, this yellow line's down here, and now this one's up here. It looks like it fits, but I'm not cherry picking. The only thing that I'm cherry picking is which top to use, and I'm not using any top. I'm using a discernible high. Right here was one, right here was one, and then this is technically, in my opinion, the all-time high. The reason for that is like on a daily basis, your first day was absolute madness, right? Your first day, you pumped up all the way up here, you came back down. I don't know what high to take. This might even be a more appropriate high to take, at least because it was a full 24 hours afterwards. The market kind of rationalized itself or whatever. We had some exposure to kind of get the price where it should be, not just like some first hour mania. But anyways, I'm going to use this high right here to measure this. bouncing off the 236 with this kind of look that you're seeing on the fibs, where you're moving up to your 618, your golden zone, you come down to your 236. I would think that you would break through your 236, or sorry, your 618 on the next pass, right? Like break through the zone. You might go to your 786, 886, check back, and then come find support, something like that. And then maybe you get ready to break out to the 1272 or something like that. But you could, I mean, you could just keep going. You really could. This thing looks like it likes to move whenever it likes to move. So hard to say, but it does look constructive. I think you found your low. All in all, I do think you found your low. And where are we going to go? What's like the last checkpoint before seeing all-time highs? I guess it's that 1272, man. That comes in line pretty well with your all-time highs, just a little bit below it, but at 90 cents, you're sitting at 3.7 cents now. Once you break that, it's on. It's really on. Like, you're probably going to go, let's see, from that point. I mean, you're gonna break above $3 real quick. If you can get above about 90 cents there and hold there, break through it. Don't just like wick through it like you did here, right? That's all I got. I think that's enough. This thing's probably bottomed out. It's on its way up now. It probably won't be in a straight line, right? Even during this week here, let's see. I wonder. Even on this week here, it had days where it moved down. I don't know how big these are, but from top to bottom, that's the top there. Is that the bottom? That's not the bottom. You know, look, you had a greater than 20% move here, 26% move. From top to bottom here, 28% move. You know, you've definitely, even on this day here, and you continue to climb a little bit higher, but like in the meantime, let's see, from this top to like where it went, you dropped like 30%, and you still went higher after that. So it's not going to move in a straight line, even if it does move in a straight line, is what I'm trying to say. But odds are, you know, if it gets this kind of move, there will be little pullbacks along the way. If you see those, they might be good opportunities to buy if you're looking to buy more. Definitely not good opportunities to sell. But right now, you know, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do think this is a relatively safe area to buy. If you want a DCA, if you want to layer it in, however you want to go about it, you know, I still think being below your overall like 236 from this high to this low, you're in a pretty decent zone. Honestly, you're in a nice spot where at least, you know, moving up to the 382 could be an expectation, and that would give you, from the current price, that'd give you 48% gains. So definitely, I would say low risk. Decent reward on this thing, pretty decent reward in a short amount of time. It could be by the end of this month, if not by the end of this year, that you're greater than 50% higher from where you are. You might even be hundreds of percent higher, because again, this thing loves to move whenever it decides to move, right? 768% in the course of like a month. So and it's November now. We have the full month of November. We have the full month of December. We got 2 months to go. We could definitely do some extraordinary things. But if you guys missed my video earlier talking about altcoins, I do think that November is going to promote some trouble for most altcoins, like almost all of them. There will be a handful that goes against the grain. This one could be one. It might not. You know, I would expect that any altcoin I talk about is probably going to go with the grain and take some kind of dump this month. But maybe you pump first, because I do think this is the low. So if you were to dump something like 30%, you could still move up higher like you did over here. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. I'll see you on the next one. If you haven't seen that altcoin video from earlier today, I would recommend it, just because it's a little bit of an in-depth analysis of how things act in November, specifically the November before the halving. Anyways, that's all I got. Take care. Bye-bye.